One afternoon in October, after participating in a multicultural event at my children's school, my daughter's first grade teacher approached me and expressed how she enjoyed my presentation. She wanted to bring music and dance into her classroom and combine it with poetry. Would you be interested in teaching my students salsa? Salsa? As a poetry lesson? How is that possible? I asked. I watched how you share the love of your country through the joy of music and dance. It was very poetic. Come Friday mornings and use the same Celia Cruz song. I loved it. La Vida es un Carnival is a song that speaks of celebrating the joys of life. It encourages listeners to dance and sing and live life to the fullest. Celia Cruz, just like my parents, knew firsthand how difficult it was to leave Cuba behind. My parents juggled to assimilate into their new lives while insisting on the Cuban culture at home. I, on the other hand, was absorbing my new traditions and seeing myself more as an American. Nunca olvides donde naciste, my father would remind me. Sí, papi, ya. I know where I was born, but I live in America. My confusion stemmed from witnessing the nightmare of their American dream, a dream that drained my parents with relentless days of work while raising 4 children without any support, struggling to speak English only to be judged for their accents, all while aching for the families behind, wondering if they will ever be reunited. My own rebellion against what felt like a dictatorship at home did not help. Solamente español en esta casa. Pero papi, English is my new language. My mother's delicious Cuban dishes were always served with, why can't we have pizza like Debbie's house? Porque esta no es la casa de Debbie. Having no family around meant playdates or sleepovers were only allowed in our home since no one could be trusted. Uno nunca sabe. Pero Mimi, you know their parents. Attempting to discover my true identity outside my Cuban traditions was also confusing. Growing up in the Inwood section of Manhattan with a Latino rate of only 10%, my olive skin and green eyes, unlike my father's brown eyes and darker skin, was always questioned. Where are you from? Sometimes I lied and said I was adopted, and other times I told the truth. Cuba. You're Cuban? You don't look Cuban. I resented being asked because it confirmed I was not American. What am I? ¿Qué soy? My parents' love of salsa showed me how to be Cuban and American. Listening to Celia Cruz and other salseros playing in our home, especially on the weekends, was common. A bailar, Papi would say as he danced into the kitchen, holding out his hand for my mother to join him. Music and dance were their remedy for tough times. They pushed their troubles aside and did exactly what Celia sang them to do. Celebrate, because la vida es un carnaval. The rhythm of the music, along with the beat of the drums, transported them to the island they always called home. Their love of dance guided me to understand my true identity. Salsa allowed me to be both, no matter where I belonged. I entered my daughter's first grade class that Friday, proud to teach them a dance that reunites me with my childhood, my Cuban traditions, and my gratitude for my parents. Salsa gives me the opportunity to blend my cultures and lets me cultivate my own way of being Cuban in America. Are we ready to dance salsa? I promise this will be fun, I assured the class as they began to move awkwardly to the music. The sound of Celia Cruz's voice guided me as I took a few steps and reminded them that this salsa doesn't go with chips. It's all in the hips.